A promise. That scout rifle should come in clutch though. Big Academy making moves towards B, but before that happens, the Deagles are going to go crazy. Myth has already picked up 2, and he's looking good for more, but actually he ends up going down. The AK overwhelming him, but these smokes are not too good for the T side because they keep trying to jump through them. I'm not sure what's going on in their heads, but that came up down to the advantage for the CT side, but Crimbo, he's the man who wanted these positions. He's always stepping up. He's picked up 2, gets a 3rd. He might have to make it another clutch to secure it for his team. Bullets missing from the FAMAS of Cider, and Crimbo. Molotov rolls out from Myth, and he stops the push from happening. Monster, complete control being taken here as the T's panic and scramble to catch a breath of fresh air, and Myth will be good for 1 more before he drops down like a sack of bricks. 4-3 now. Moving slowly up connector. Crimbo is trying to make some individual plays happen while his team slowly comes around, tries to wrap around, but that's the plays. And it comes down to this beautiful mix where he can shut down the enemy team. I mean, even then he was expecting the jump through the smoke. Just Hades left now though. All he could hope for at this point is saving that AWP, and even that is seeming a little bleak because he's on 15 points of health. He has to be wary of dying after the timer though. So I mean, I gotta ask you, what do you think went wrong there? I mean, especially towards Monster.
I believe. So let's see how Nine would like to.
Things have already crumbled for the CT side though, because despite the fact that they didn't have much money to work with, I mean, because of the fact, oh, never mind, X-Floud, he doesn't care about the money, he doesn't care what's in his bank account, he's picked up 3 with a FAMAS while I was blabbering on about how they're losing the advantage because they don't have money. For this clutch, he has a smoke and the molly, which has already been deployed, a flashbang and a nade in his hands, flashbang rolled out. Ooh, he's gonna play around the smoke. He's trying to do a bit of a sneaky beaky here. He needs to try to isolate these two 1 versus 1s. Otherwise, he's just gonna get double peeked. Coming around bank now. I don't think they're gonna be wary to the magic tricks that he has in his hat. I think he might be a little too late though. I think they realized that they could potentially come up the stairs. Kushner though, he has the utility out. He comes up behind them, and it's a lineup process securing the round for AWP shot. Thankfully for him being missed. But that just leaves Izzy all alone on the B-bomb site to try to fend it off on his own. Few shots connecting, but not too much damage being done. 3 versus 4 retake now about to happen. Bomb going down at the hands of Anuin. The players going to the retake now. Monster already being the point that has been cleared out. Another spray by Anuin to try to shut out the player moving in from heaven. Ooh. Nice little trick from Panix, and I think that just pretty much puts Cider in an unwinnable position because he doesn't have a kit. And a smoke and a flash. Please. 1-for-1 trade. Izzy tries to spam away, but before that happens, Izzy and Myth have both been taken down. 4-on-3. The CT is making a bit of a ballsy move here to come up connector and take down 2 players. That gives them a bunch of information and also the numbers advantage. Kushner, though, while the bomb is going down, Kushner, that play works out for him because he catches the CT down with his out with his pants down. Crimbo, wary to the plays of Kushner, checks behind him, but that doesn't work out. Panics being left alone in a 1 versus 2. The CTs have set him up for success because they got those 2 initial kills. But Kushner, he needs to get a little bit more done. Panics. He's tapped the bomb, he's gone for the smoke, and he realizes that the team is going to have to push in. Kushner, though, stays. Meanwhile, on the Big Academy side, let's see if this scout comes to play. Doesn't come out to party. Is he the party pooper here as he takes down Panic before anything can be done? Myth replicating what Kushner had done before on an eco round. Obliterating 3 players, and Crimbo, as usual, gets 1 before he gets...
By like a demand. Just like that.
Yeah, there it is. Luck on demand. As Izzy seems to have it all in his back pocket, putting the bomb sites in, finding them in positions where they're on the retake, but before they have a chance to be too proactive about it. A kill through the smoke, and again, we see Big Academy fighting upwards, just trying to climb this hill, trying to fight this uphill, the harder it is for them to take the bomb site. Now the utility rolls in. Hades is in a pivotal position because he's hiding his anti-flash towards the toilets. He gets the first flare. They're moving into his crosshairs, but his crosshairs are obscured. The flashbang is way too much for him to handle. And now the three players on the CT side, they have to make something happen. Franco is the man you want alive in this situation. He comes alive for real, though, as he sprays away with the M4. X-Cloud goes down. The bomb is going down as well. 15-10. They're on match point. Big Academy need to try to prevent this. 9 want to bring it to map number 3. So definitely a lot at stake here. Cider, though, he gets a quick headshot done. 2-1. And the CTs, they're already on the bomb side. They cannot afford to do anything but try to get this bomb. Trying to go for the defuse, spam away on the truck. They don't find the kill, and that's going to be the defuse off of that smoke. Myth.
Very key. Every time they flash, they end up getting an entry frag and they start snowballing in.
Terrorists have the advantage, so this is bad news for the Academy, especially because they've lost Bandix moving through the smoke, though. That's a critical mistake coming from Big Academy. They've lost all footing. This is going to be map number 3 unless Hades can pull off something crazy, and Izzy's just playing for style points at this point. I mean, just B-hopping away. Cider should be there to clean up this kill. 4-7 even when events are offline, but this event is online right now as they move into the A-bomb site. Process has already picked up 2. Playing off of these silos, and Anuin is there to chime in. A lot of missed shots here that could cost him, as Kushner is maneuvering around the bomb site. The bomb being dropped now, though, and Cider has quite a bit of work to do, which walk through the door. The bomb about to be planted in no time. Don't think the counter-terrorists are going to be ready for this immediately. Rembo coming around the double doors. Flashbang rolls out. That gives away his information. Panics, though. It's coming out from the opposing angle. Izzy walking up top, so it's going to be difficult for him to find that angle. Panics, having already gotten 1, he just needs to secure the kill on Izzy. He has the information, but he just has to avoid the AWP there. He's going to get up close and personal, and he gets the headshot. That's a nice clutch coming in from Panics. Does he have the time, though? I do believe he
definitely does have the time.
Yeah, that's the nature of playing around with new HUDs, though. I mean, of course, as a counter, 9 tried to go for a bit of a faster play there. But if they do, they'll have this these close range to worry about. This has worked for them before, but Anuin has something else to say about that now. They're getting assaulted here on A's side. But Karimbo and Anuin, nice little crossfire setup for them. It doesn't end up working out too well, but it does come down to a 2 versus 2. Cider, not the player you wanted alive here because it doesn't have too much HP to work with. 9 points of health. The only potential of bringing it back to the round would be to take down Hades, but the way they're set up, it's pretty much impossible to not see a refrag come through. Because Big Academy, they've already taken too much of a dent. They've already had too many scraped elbows here and there. You know what rhymes with elbow, though? It's Brimbo, who's in decon, waiting with the P250. The damaged economy, though, for the CT side will make it incredibly difficult, especially on a map like Nuke, where the angles are tight and the angles are plenty. Is he? Ooh, it could cost him to not connect that shot, but his teammates immediately chime in. The team now pushing in. They've already lost a player, but they can get 2. The CTs, though, making... Well, they're butchering the Ts left and right. And this is something that 9 desperately need, because you have to keep in mind that the pistol round is a lot more important for the CT side, because you don't want to know that Izzy, the opposing opper, is right there. But Hades, though, as he drops, he executes Kushner. That'll leave them in a 4-on-4. Excellent. Huge job for him to do here as he tries to protect Ramp alone. But Karimbo, we've seen some great kills from him earlier, and he will stay true to that performance. Karimbo running in through the fire, through the flames, and through the sadness of carrying 2 maps, and that's still not being enough. He gets that kill. Big Academy now putting themselves in the pilot's seat here. Good stuff coming out from them, and 9, like I said, they have to be worried. They lose. If they lose this round, one of the game-changing rounds that we can see here, because losing this would mean that 9 have no money to work off of. That missed shot could change everything. Karimbo, my guy, you could not have afforded to miss that shot, and this is the opportunity that 9 needed. first 2 kills. Panic, open things up. Kushner gets the player on the door, but Izzy again with the Tech 9 chimes right in for the equalizer again. Comes around main, but gets taken down by Panics. xCloud alone. He's been playing ramp. He's been playing it to perfection, relying on his teammates to hold the fort on everything else. Now he has to try to get the clutch. Can this be asked of him? Can this a position that he can play off of and bring his team to match point? He's close angles. Panics watching so close with the important kills for him to be getting there. But will they be enough? xCloud setting himself up nicely, but the audio information has been given away as he drops. The terror is still quite scattered. Rimbo, he's in a great position to catch out xCloud. If only he had stayed in the previous position, that could have been a different story. But Kushner, he has something to say about this. He wants to make it a tie as soon as possible so they can move to the overtime. But I don't think Big Academy are in the mood for another drawn-out series. Karimbo, nice few shots on him, and now it all comes down to Cider. This could be the game changer here. This is their tournament life on the line. Cider coming up from... that he has to clear out. One right under him. He spots Grimbo. He's making a case for overtime, but he has to worry about the deadly Panics. He thinks it's Decon. He turns around. He lands the shot on Cider too, and he's going to bring it to overtime.
9.
Gets a shot. Cannot connect anything further. But with Big Academy with the advantage, 9 need to stop this fast. On the other hand, Grimbo has already made his way up towards Heaven. He's slowly creeping in. I don't think they understand what his position is.
Crimbo's position can make or break this round for Big Academy here. And he gets the kill. Oh, he falls the second. Very nice try by him.
He could have secured that too. That would have been the game changer. But 9, they want to take this overtime as far as they can. They want to close it out in their favor.
Oh, wow.
Though, 2 quick taps to the heads. And there it is. The potential of a clutch coming through. 9 cannot afford this loss.
Amazing trigger discipline there by Process. He waited to kill the guy under him.
He's already came through from Heaven, though I don't think he's going to be expecting the position from xCloud. As soon as he drops, though, before he even drops the audio, through, and he comes around. Process, though, tags him down to 15 points to health. Come through. And now... they're about to walk into the crosshairs of Hades. Ramp control is slowly being established. Panic's there as the secondary offer to potentially hold this off. 25 seconds, and Nguyen, great position for him to shut down this lobby push. This could potentially be a GG if he can capitalize on this. Process, he needs to get something done off of this Vents position. Is he next? They might have just brought their team back in the game. He got the back before. He's gotten 2 kills on top of the hut. But now he needs to do it again. And Nguyen takes down Izzy. He's the one player for those clutch situations, and he's already down. Mitz is expecting this push from Heaven, but he 3 players to deal with the Heaven. The flashbang rolls out, and before he can pop it, he's there to pick it up. Kushner, big job on his hands, but he's only able to get 1. xCloud, what else can you ask from that man with that Molotov ignited? This would be a huge clutch for him to try to get, but Big Academy, they've pretty much gotten themselves a win, but xCloud, he gets 1. He's trying to fight this uphill battle. He's trying to get something done. Behind the silo, he finds another angle. He picks up another. This could be the clutch. He gets a 3rd, but he's taken down by the 4th.